Ecosystem, I chose tropical forests. Tropical forest ecosystems 101. So there are two types of tropical forests. You have tropical rainforests and you have tropical dry forests. For the most part, tropical forests are located along the equator. They have an average temperature of between 70 to 90 degrees. They get about 12 hours of sun per day, and they get anywhere from 3 inches of rain in the dry seasons to over 14 feet in the rainy seasons. Basically, it's considered a wetland. Depending on who you ask, a tropical forest can have 4 to 5 layers. You have your forest floor, which is the very bottom layer. You have the shrub layer. This one is up for interpretation. Some people think that it exists, some people don't. I am one of those people who thinks that it doesn't. I like to consider it part of the understory, which is the next layer. Then you have your canopy layer, which is like the tops of your trees, and then you have your emergent layer, which is like the very, very top, going into the sky. And as you can see in my diagram here, you have your emergent layer, your canopy, which your emergent layer, it says, the tallest and oldest trees stand watch over the forest, providing habitat for large birds and primate species. The canopy, between 50 and 90% of the rainforest species live in the canopy. Leaves take advantage of the bright sun here and to power the forest's rapid growth. The understory, dark and gloomy, the understory is shielded from the weather above, making it a good nursery for young saplings. And then you have the forest floor, bacteria, fungi, and insects rapidly decompose organic matter, recycling nutrients for other organisms. So just how much tropical forest exists? Right now it covers just about 3% of the Earth's total surface. So as you can see in this map here, if you were to take this map and fold it in half, that's basically that equator line. It takes up about 12% of the Earth's total land surface. Over 1 billion hectares. 1 billion hectare is equal to 2.4 acres, which is equal to 10,000 meters. I still don't know what a hectare is. It's very confusing to me. Rainforests exist on every continent except Antarctica, and the Amazon rainforest is considered the largest tropical forest. And as you can see here, I noted that the equator runs through the top of South America, Central Africa, and Southeast Asia. So we have the flora of tropical forests. In your emergent layer, you have the large trees in the forest, the hardy, strong trees like hardwoods and evergreens. In your canopy layer, you have rubber trees, banana trees, rattan, and orchids. In your understory layer, you have your philodendrons, prayer plants, ferns. In your canopy layer, you have mushrooms, which are producers, fungi, ferns, moss, and actually many of the tropical plants are responsible for modern day medicine. I put up a couple pictures here. You have your orchids. I posted a picture of trees on the forest floor, along with the trees on the forest floor. I also put up a picture of various mosses covering the floors. The corpse flower, which literally it's named after a rotting corpse because that's what it smells like. And you have a staghorn fern. Here is the fauna of tropical rainforests. So canopy and above, you have your harpy eagle and various birds, sloths, which are considered primary consumers, bats, various primates, various reptiles. In your understory layer, you have jaguars, which are considered secondary consumers, primates, frogs, insects, reptiles. In your forest floor, you have elephants, warthogs, tapirs, gorillas, okapi, amphibians. And I posted a picture of a harpy eagle, African forest elephant, gorillas, sloth, and then some poison dart frogs. So what makes tropical rainforest animals unique? A lot of them have the ability to blend into their surroundings or camouflage. If you see this top picture here, it kind of looks like a bunch of leaves. Inside that red circle there, that is a leaf gecko. So not a bunch of leaves, but actually a camouflaged gecko. You also have mimicry, disguised as something meant to be seen but not eaten. Limited diets, reduction in food choices. They can consume to avoid conflict. Poison or venom. What makes rainforest plants unique is they can grow in nutrient-poor soil. So because the rainforest floor doesn't get much sun, it doesn't get much light or anything like that, it is actually really nutrient-poor. And the only way that it actually gets nutrients is from the plant and fungi that create nutrients when they decay. So plants and trees quickly absorb that and are able to nourish the plants. So that is how your plants and trees in the rainforest are able to grow. They also have buttress roots, which are wide root systems to support large trees. And you have epiphytes, which are photoautotrophs. And they are plants that grow on branches and get nutrients from the sun and water, not soil. Overcoming obstacles. Heavy rains year-round, you have high heats and humidity, tropical diseases, malaria, dengue fever, Chagas disease, etc. Forest destruction, poisonous plants and animals. If you look at the map here of Costa Rica's annual rainfall, you will see in some locations they get over 260 inches. In some areas they get a little bit below 60 inches. But for the most part, they range in between the 100 to 220 range of rain per year. In the picture all the way to the left at the bottom, you can see that that is pretty dense humidity rising up from the forest floor. And then over top of that picture, you can see the mosquito, which is how a lot of tropical diseases are spread. Key risks to forest habitats: deforestation, mining operations or non-renewable resources, and agriculture. Losing the tropical rainforest. So the world has lost over 1/2 of its tropical rainforest coverage. Rainforests are being torn down strictly for financial profit. So you have your logging, your metals, gold mining, silver mining, things of that nature. And then you have your farming. So solutions to those problems are sustainable logging, harvesting the rainforest bounty rather than clear cutting, or this is called ecosystem services, and then government intervention. So some conservation groups, and this is only 2 of them, there are plenty more. You have Rainforest Connection. Rainforest Connection, which is called RFCX, creates acoustic monitoring systems using recycled cell phones and solar power to end illegal deforestation in real time. A goal at RFCX is to make sure poachers no longer have free rein over the world's rainforest. To end that, we use the RFCX system mentioned above to help recognize patterns of activity to poaching, including alerts for trucks, cars, and motorcycles being used by poachers in protected areas, which is really cool. And then you have the Rainforest Alliance, and the Rainforest Alliance is an international nonprofit organization. They work at the intersection of business, agriculture, and forests, making sure that responsible business is considered the new normal. They're building alliances to protect forests, improve the lives of forest communities, and promote their health and human rights, and also help them adapt to the climate crisis. Here are just a list of my sources, and that is all I have for you guys.